For our project, the first thing we need to do is download the recording software that we're going to use for the project. As you can see from my screen, the software that I like to use is Audacity, and you can download that from audacity.sourceforge.net, as you can see right here. Now, the nice thing about Audacity is, first, it's free, and the other thing is it works both on the Mac and the PC. Since I'm using a Mac, I'm going to download the current version, which is Audacity 2.03. I'm also using Chrome for my browser, so the example you're going to see here is the actual download using Chrome. It should be similar in Safari or Firefox if you're using one of those two browsers. So we're going to click on Download Audacity 2.03, and as you can see in the tray here, the file is actually loading. It'll be a DMG file, so once it's completed loading, I'll need to extract the DMG file. So it takes just less than a minute. The file is now completely downloaded. So at this point, I just click on the DMG icon down here in the tray, and you can see it's extracting that. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this window. Okay, so now what we have is a window showing a folder for Audacity and some install text. And we're going to take a look at the install text. And basically it just says to install Audacity, simply copy the Audacity folder to the applications folder. And it also tells us if we're a first-time user of Audacity, there may be some security settings we actually have to set on the Mac to allow it to open. So at this point, all I'm going to do is take Audacity and click on the folder and drag it down on my desktop into the applications folder I have down in my icon tray and let it go. And it's installed it in my applications folder. Now, if you don't have the applications folder showing down in your tray, there's another way to do this. You can simply drag Audacity over to your desktop and close this window, and then come down to the tray at the bottom, and on your Finder icon, click on that, and it'll open up a window, and you should see over here on the left hand side your favorites, and here's the applications folder showing it over here as well. So if I don't have it in the bottom tray, I could simply now take this folder, click on it, and drag it over to right on top of the applications folder here showing, and drop it in there, and it would do the same thing. Okay, so now we've installed Audacity into our applications folder, and the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and begin using Audacity. So I'm going to click on my applications folder, and yours may look a little different just depending on what programs you have available. And you can see the Audacity folder showing here. Click on the folder, and Audacity, the icon for the actual program is showing here, and I'll click on that. And it gives me a little bit of a warning, and we're going to say open. And it goes through a process of actually looking at some of the plugins that were included with the download. Okay, the download has completed. We've opened the program now, and we're ready to begin using it. And as you can see here, there's a link to a quick help file, a manual, a wiki leak, and actually a forum if you need to ask a question. In this case, I really don't need to see this again, so I'm just going to check this box and then say OK. And now we're ready to begin using Audacity. The first thing I like to do is go ahead and take the bottom right corner and drag it to a larger window on my screen so I can see a little bit more. And we're now ready to begin our first recording session.